I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like Aiden is on a big downswing. He's like sneakoing himself. Like he's starting fights with everybody. He's being way too extreme for no fucking reason. I don't know if it's because his dad is in jail or no, I guess he just got on house arrest. And so he doesn't have like a guiding principle on his fucking stream right now. But
Jesus, bro.
yeah, I feel like, sorry, I'm talking about Andrew Tate. I feel like,
okay.
yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like, I feel like he's just like lost. He's going like way too hard because he just doesn't have. Yeah, he's young. He made a fuck ton of money. Like his mind is probably pretty fucked.
Yeah, it's contagious. It's rocking through these little dudes. Like I have a bad feeling Andrew's just gonna get off, and I think you're gonna have to do a campaign of shame after that.
Why?
Like,
I've maintained the same position the whole fucking time. You wait till the process plays itself out. What the fuck?
That's not how people feel.
That's fine,
right?
but then I'll say let's go back, facts over feelings. Play the fucking footage or shit I've said. I feel like I've qualified this every single fucking time.
Yeah, but they don't care about that. Like I'm thinking about that really manly guy that you talk to who has like a beautiful voice. You know who I'm talking about?
Which one?
He wears a suit when
The
he talks
Adam
to
Sosnick
you.
guy?
Yeah, maybe him.
Okay.
Like I feel like he'd be like, "Sure, Destiny. Yeah, I know you probably said it in a very nice way, and you like orchestrated your words and whatever. But I think we know that the general impression that you gave is they got this guy dead to rights. He admitted to all this stuff. You believed him, and I said, wait till it comes out, and I said it was a joke, and I said it's probably not that serious. But you were very convinced.
I think the thing that complicates this, the thing that makes this like a very complicated issue, is that a lot of these guys don't actually believe that sex trafficking is real. That's the thing that like overcomplicates the fuck out of all of this. Because here's the problem. If Andrew Tate, if he did do everything that he says he did in those videos, he should fall for trafficking, because that's what it is. It's described 100%. So the only way he gets off is if they either can't find evidence of it, or if he just lied, if he just made all that shit up. And he's like, oh, like that's a character I play, right? But the problem is if he did do everything in those videos, and if he does get charged with it, a lot of people look at even what he did and they don't think that those are real crimes. That's the thing that complicates this a lot more. It's not like so cut and dried. There's a lot of people that are going to see it and like, yeah. Because when I say that statement, like, well, if he did everything he said in those videos, I mean, he's a fucking sex trafficker. A lot of people are like, no, that's not trafficking. Because in their mind, sex trafficking is only like you're held at gunpoint against your will the entire time and you can't escape the facility. Like they've seen like Taken, and that's their idea of sex trafficking. And for a lot of these guys, it's verbatim. That is what they say. They're like, oh, well, the girl's ever held at gunpoint? Show me a gun. And if there's no gun, they're like, oh, well, then it was all on the up and up. So it's that also complicates things. But I mean, like, I don't know what to say at that point. Like,
I think ain't nobody got a fucking opinion on sex trafficking. Nobody really had any kind of opinion or belief about that shit until it's in the context of like some dude.
True.
Like,
but then what do? You look it up and you see, well, what is it? And then you get an opinion on it, right? You inform yourself.
Yeah, but that's not what they care about. They don't care about sex trafficking. They care about he didn't do that. You know?
Yeah. Or he didn't do
like,
what? He didn't do sex trafficking, the bad word, or he didn't actually do what sex trafficking is.
If A, then B, I think is where their brain goes.
Well, yeah, because like if you told a girl that you were going to marry her and that you guys wanted to get rich together, and then you brought her to another country to do sex work, that is sex trafficking. It's done. Boom, done. That's it. But a lot of people, what I just said right there, they wouldn't consider that anything bad. They wouldn't even consider that bad. They say, oh, well, she came, she was an adult, it was her own free will, and she came, and that's fine. And they'd be like, oh, boom, and then that's like the end of the conversation. So it's kind of it's like a weird world to be in, because like, okay, well, I've described sex trafficking as it's laid out legally. You agree that he did sex trafficking as it's laid out legally. You just don't think that should be illegal, which is like a weird, I don't know even how to have that argument. That's like a weird argument to have, you know?
Yeah. I almost feel like there's some secret strat, like what you did with the ladies in one of your YouTube shorts, where you asked them, in your ideal world, would you just not have porn? There has to be some question that you could ask them that like resolves all this. Like if your son did all the things that Tate was describing, made all these videos, like, I don't know. I'd feel pretty bad about that.
I mean, but the problem is they like
discourage him.
Especially for the red pill guys where they're at now, they live in such a fantasy world that they'll bite insane bullets. Like, I think I even asked Sneeko that. Like, would you let your daughter date Andrew Tate? And he said yes. And I'm like, fuck me, dude. You're such a 24-year-old. Like, I don't know what the fuck I could possibly say to you. The answer is obviously no. You would never want your daughter to be with such a fuckboy. But
yeah, but that's because he grifting. That's not a good example.
Is he? I don't know. I think he's just young. I think he's just a young man. All right. Bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.